What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Batkerm the Unknown, and today we have, I know it's been a while, but a new McFarlane action figure, and today it is Batman Beyond. Now, I know I'm a huge Batman fan. I mean, come on, look behind me, but I have never owned a Batman Beyond figure. Now, some of the more recent figures that have come out, I thought they've been lacking. There was one, I guess the most recent one that was a few years back, just came with, I think, a Batarang, if anything. And then they released a variant of it that instead of the Batman head for Batman Beyond, it was the Terry McGinnis head. And that didn't really do anything for me. It didn't have good articulation. It didn't look like a good figure. And it didn't have a cape. But with this one, it looks like it's got a really good Batman Beyond head. It's got the cape that's got the red, making Batman look very Dracula-esque. And it even has kind of rocket effects for his boots. So this figure kind of has the whole package. So I could even get a stand for him and make some really dynamic poses, and he could look really, really cool on the shelf. But let's stop talking about this action figure and tear him open to see how he looks. All right, guys, so let's take a closer look up at this figure. So as you can see, you have the rocket effects right here. The Batman head is, I think, really, really good for Batman Beyond. He's got the cape behind him back there. He's got additional hands, and he's got a Batarang. Now, the only complaint I have is this Batarang looks like crap. It does not look like a Batman Beyond Batarang. It just looks like the bat symbol, and that is not what Terry McGinnis has used, or that I can recall that he has ever used as Batman Beyond. So if there's a chief complaint, it's this. This sucks, 100%. But luckily, on the back, they have a very dynamic pose, which is probably how I'm going to pose this figure on the shelf. He looks great. He's in mid-flight, and the cape is out. So let's go ahead and tear this guy open and see how he looks. So as you can see as well, figures coming out in the future. Looks like the Flash from Injustice 2, Gorilla Grodd from Injustice 2, Bizarro from DC Rebirth, John Stewart, Green Lantern from DC Rebirth, and Nightwing from Death in the Family, where Nightwing has the red symbol. I'm not a fan of that Nightwing, so I'm going to pass on that. And the others are kind of eh. So, oh, this is great. So, obviously it comes with a card, but it does come with a stand, which I am very happy about. So the cape looks pretty good. It's going to be tough getting this Batman out. Maybe not. Yep, they secured his hands pretty good in here. Oof. Let's go ahead and just take him out, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right, so here he is out of the packaging, and I was a little confused at first. This was a nightmare to get out, but he's finally out. The wings of the cape, I was a little concerned because if you can see, there's a hole on each one, and I was wondering what happens there. But Terry McGinnis actually has, or Batman Beyond, it could be another Tim Drake, he's got a notch right here. So his elbow bends and then clips into the wings, which is very cool. I like that design. So that if you want him to maybe come a little bit lower, you just have to maneuver his arms to kind of get in there. And the way how his hands are like claws. So they look very, very cool. And I'm going to try to position him like he is on that card, because I like that. Oh, he's got a good crunch. His belt is actually very, very cool. I don't know if you can get a close-up of that, but that's a really good Batman Beyond belt. And a lot of times that's hit or miss. But that's very, very good. I like that a lot. So I think we can do something like this. The head sculpt is also really good. I'm happy with that. Great bat symbol. This was such a good design for a Batman figure. And his feet. So if you look at his feet, again, his toes do move. I don't know if we can get this on camera or not, but the peg hole in the heel is where those flame effects will go. And then the other effect, so there's like two we'll see if we can focus in on that. There we go. So there's one peg hole, and then it's actually flat right here. So you put this in the peg hole, and that goes at the other end of the foot. So when it's in, it looks something like that, which I think looks like amazing. It looks like there's two jets coming out of his feet, and there's actually a flat spot in his foot that lines up with where the other flame comes out of. And again, he's got very good articulation. Oh, this is a fantastic Batman figure. And on top of that, remember how I told you I wanted to get a display stand for him? They actually provide it. So sometimes McFarlane provides display stands for figures. Oh, that's not going to work. It's got to be his waist. Okay. So sometimes McFarlane does provide displays or display stands for their figures. I think the last one that I got was Wonder Woman. But she came with a display stand very similar to this. And I think he looks phenomenal. He looks really good. Maybe turn him a little bit, have the flames like this. Something like that. Now I'm limited with what we can do here, but if he's high up on the shelf, that's a pretty good display if he's looking down. And again, his arms just go into those peg holes right there, so he holds on to those. This is a great Batman Beyond figure, guys. If you get the chance, pick this one up. This is highly recommended. Again, the only disappointment was the Batarang. He's never going to be, if I can kind of focus in on that. Terry McGinnis, or any Batman Beyond, who is it, Tim Drake? I think he was Batman Beyond for a while. No Batman ever threw a Batarang like that. No Batman Beyond ever threw one like that. So I think they kind of crapped out on that one. And like every other McFarlane release, it does come with a card with some details on the back. If it'll focus. There you go. You can kind of pause it right there. But overall, this figure is phenomenal. Absolutely love him. If you guys picked this one up, what do you think? I think there's a variant of a Target exclusive of this figure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he looks great. This is the best Batman Beyond figure I've ever seen. Very impressed with this. Good job, McFarlane. And even his fingers are claw-like. Just everything about this figure, I'm loving it. So if you guys pick this up, do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it could have been improved on? Do you wish it came with a better Batarang? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Batkerm. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Batkerm out.